The key to a successful rebuild is to acquire promising young players who can grow together. The Philadelphia 76ers, for example, have Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. The Portland Trail Blazers have Damian Lillard with CJ McCollum, a dynamic duo that has carried the franchise to the playoffs in each of the 5 seasons they've been teammates. And the Oklahoma City Thunder established themselves as a perennial contender on the backs of Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, before, of course, Durant sought a change in his career. For the Atlanta Hawks, a team coming off of a season in which they won only 24 games, their 1-2 punch of the future features a 19-year-old point guard in Trae Young and an above-the-rim big in John Collins. While they're both still in the infancy of their development, Young and Collins give the Hawks a talented core the franchise hopes to one day build a contender around. The 19th pick in the 2017 NBA draft, Collins was the first of the 2 to be selected by the Hawks. Early returns indicate that selection was too low for the two-way forward, who is coming off of a rookie season in which he averaged 10.5 points, 7.3 rebounds and 1.1 blocks per game. The latter contributed to him finishing third among rookies, the 2 ahead of him being Ben Simmons and Daniel Theis in defensive box plus-minus last season. Collins excelled defensively in the broader context of the entire league too. Opponents shot only 56.9% in the restricted area when the Utah native stood between them and the basket last season, putting him in the same territory as more heralded rim protectors such as Clint Capella, Miles Turner and Dwight Howard. Collins even proved to be a solid rebounder in his rookie season, finishing 25th in total rebound percentage, 33rd in defensive rebound percentage, and 19th in offensive rebound percentage among players that qualified for the leaderboard in minutes per game. A capable rim protector who is a rebounding threat on both ends of the floor, the combination helped Collins impact the game in ways few other rookies did last season. Offensively, Collins was even better. The 20-year-old scored over half of his points in pick and rolls, on cuts and on putbacks, and he ranked above league average in each category. Given Collins' efficiency, it makes sense that he shot an otherworldly 73.2% on shots within 3 feet of the basket last season. Additionally, the Wake Forest product shot 66.3% on 6.9 paint touches per game, one of the better marks among players with a high volume of paint touches. The majority of those paint touches ended in high-flying dunks, with Collins establishing himself as an alley-oop target in pick and rolls. Collins isn't much of a threat to score outside of the paint, but he knows when to cut versus a distracted defense before finishing plays by out-leaping defenders. He shows his quickness and leaping prowess here by slithering past one of the best defensive rebounders in the NBA for a putback dunk. Collins is already showing pick-and-roll tricks beyond his years. On the following handoff with Dennis Schroeder, he sees the point guard's defender take a wide angle around the pick and feels his own defender hedging wide. Collins then slips the screen for a deep post catch before finishing over a rotated defender. It's something you'd expect to see from a veteran, not a rookie selected in the bottom half of the first round. Collins' advanced skills in these areas are sure to make his new teammate Young, whom the Hawks acquired with the No. 5 pick in the 2018 NBA draft, enjoy playing with him. A phenomenal passer, it won't likely take Young long to develop chemistry with Collins. Young excelled as a pick-and-roll passer at Oklahoma and showed the ability to find the roll man in traffic and make accurate passes when trapped. He has some Steve Nash in his game in that regard, as he displayed time and time again in college by keeping his dribble alive on drives to the basket. Young already possessed the ability to make advanced passes to the roller after drawing two defenders. His advanced court vision also allows him to find cutters standing alone under the basket against a distracted defense. As skilled of a passer as he is, Young is known more for his shooting ability, and there is reason to believe he will be more efficient in the pros. The 6-foot guard shot only 36% from three-point range on 327 attempts at Oklahoma, but almost a third of his attempts from distance were from NBA range. He converted 26.0% of those opportunities, many of which were contested. If you eliminate those 102 attempts from 30 feet and beyond, Young shot 48% from the perimeter. The fact that he shot 86% from the free throw line is another encouraging statistic, as it means the issue is more likely his shot selection than his actual shooting ability. The same goes for Young's usage rate, 37%, because he always had the green light to shoot in college. This bad habit reared its head during Summer League. A NBA coach worth his salt should be able to rein Young in, though his range is real. If he can become the off-the-dribble shooter that he has the potential to be, it would give the Hawks a terrific passing point guard with deep three-point range and a vertical spacing big. When taking into account Collins' rim protection and rebounding, these two have the ability to resemble a much younger pairing of Chris Paul and Clint Capella. If Atlanta surrounds them with credible shooters, they will have plenty of floor spacing to operate in the pick and roll. And if they surround Collins and Young with switchable 3-and-D wings, similar to the 2017-18 Rockets, the team has a pathway to contention centered around these two building blocks. The Hawks are years away from that dream becoming a reality, but they at least have the foundation they need to build something special in Collins and Young.